Velocity right on that pitch. I mean, he's got a name for it. I mean, when you throw like he does, he can name anything he wants.
And they're pretty good about it. Jake Bauers in the number 3 spot in the batting order tonight for Pat Murphy. And that one's in there for
Splitter at 94. They don't see many split-fingered fastballs at that velocity.
2 balls and a strike. And that one's in there. I would say this is just
at some point.
long as you know, you're the one. 2 to Bauers.
So it's funny that you would say off speed when he's throwing it at 94.
Yeah, it's got velocity to it.
You're not sure what it is. It's just off speed.
3-4 miles an hour off his fastball. Not really off speed. He's a big man on the mound too. Big presence. And a swing and a miss. There's the splitter. Strikes out Bauers. 2 Ks in the first inning. And Skenes and Woodruff off to 1-2-3 beginnings here.
Here they come.
The hit and run is on, and it's going to be an unassisted triple play.
How do you go from a triple play to a two-way star through a bracelet and a babe? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
This story starts way back in the early 20th century.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, "Neil, where do you go?" And he said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before, both across the country and around the world.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's back.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name.
Episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at Big.
Bolas y jerseys autografiados.
We bring Inside American Family Field courtesy of Wirecam, brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Today's game produced by Brent Reeland, the Golden Boy, and directed by Lindsay Ploget and our terrific Brewers TV crew. It's great to be home. Good to see the Brewers back in their home uniforms. City connects here tonight.
Very good to be back at the ballpark. I was watching your shows in Miami. Well done, partner. Of course, you don't need to hear that. You know that, right?
Marcelo Zuna leads off. I could feel your presence.
I was watching.
All those nice text messages you sent, all those encouragement, criticism. And we don't need Twitter or X. We just have Rock.
Yeah.
He's our ombudsman. Did you know that was your title when the team's on the road?
I don't know what that means, but I'll take it.
Woodruff, a 3-up, 3-down first inning. Ozuna, very familiar face. Time with the Cardinals. Obviously, he and Yelich, good pals, came up with the Miami Marlins. How about that outfield in Miami at one point with Yelich, Ozuna, and then known as Mike Stanton.
Yeah.
Now known as Giancarlo Stanton.
Right. Yeah. Ozuna off to a bit of a slow start. Only 2 homers. Hitting under 200, but you figure he's going to get it going at some point.
Never been a fast starter, Ozuna. Brewers are hoping to keep it that way before he leaves town. Close pitch. Fastball misses. Fastball velocity 93-94 here in the early going for Woodruff. That's been about on par with where he's been this year. He did pop a 96 in Miami on a strikeout pitch. Brandon said he's not worried at all about velocity. He is 100% not curious about it. He knows how the ball feels out of his hand, whether he's commanding or not, and that's really all that matters. And he uses the fastball, even though it's 92-93, up in the strike zone effectively.
Like that.
That's all he needs right there. And he's using a lot of fastballs in this game. A 7-pitch sequence against Ozuna. Picks up his 3rd consecutive strikeout.
Up and in at 92 miles an hour, getting Ozuna to swing and miss. All fastballs. Gets that one right by him. You know, the pitch before was right down the middle of the plate. And Ozuna fouled it off. Something about the delivery, I would imagine.
He's thrown 17 pitches. All but 3 of them have been fastballs, and add 1 more to it as he misses to Ryan O'Hearn. O'Hearn is another name in this Pirates lineup that is off to a great start. He's hitting .325. He's 3rd in the National League in batting. He's 6th in Major League Baseball in batting average. 4 homers, 16 RBIs. This lineup plays. There's a lot more depth in this lineup, Rock, than what we've seen over the last few years from the Pirates.
And they got the veterans that kind of solidified things in that lineup.
Strike on the edge, another fastball, but a challenge here from O'Hearn.
Probably going to win it.
Tom Hanahan initiating the challenge. Let's see.
Pitch the ball. Presentation challenge. They pure manic.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Tom Hanahan's announcement a little choppy there. You know, we're grading umpires on the delivery of the messaging.
Seemed a little irritated, didn't he?
He did. Don't challenge me.
Yeah.
He thought about challenging that one. He would have lost that had he challenged. That one's right on the edge.
Umpires have been handling that pretty well, according to those that talk to the umps about it.
2-2 the count. And a fly ball into left field, fairly deep but playable. And Mitchell makes the call in the catch for out number 2.
Got that one down on the trademark a bit. Didn't really get good extension on it. 93 up in the zone. A lot of fastballs early, first time through. Then I would imagine he's going to break out the changeup.
Pirates appear to be a team like many teams in baseball right now, hunting off speed. Here is Nick Gonzalez. And another fastball. This was the sinker that time. That's the one that bites down in the zone. Gonzalez on the ground to short. And what do you know? Another fastball. 21 of them already for Brandon Woodruff. He's out there just raring back and firing. He's from Mississippi, Rock. Good old country hardball, huh?
Big woo.
Boomer is the dog. Then he looked good. And just followed his pitch all the way. And there he is. Boomer's dad.
That was kind of a change from the everyday thing that we normally do as far as baseball cards are concerned.
Hey, I have a Labrador. Where's my card?
You know, a little bit different, and it turned out to be a fun experience.
It was just when the camera crew tried to leave that there was a problem. You can't leave.
Fastball ball tapped at the plate. It'll trickle down the third baseline. The Mariners are going to let it roll. Lenny Randle gets down on his hands and knees and blows on it like a curler, and it goes foul.
I have never seen that before in baseball. If this is allowed, that will be part of the arsenal, I'm sure, of the third baseman from now on.
Make you forget Laurel and Hardy in a hurry.
It's going to go as a base hit.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Oh my. Fly ball, right center field, and O'Neal Cruz with his first Cruz missile of the year. Off the lefty, Brandon Williamson. Cruz crushes it. Pirates get the run back. They lead 6-1.
That's a beautiful thing. Man, it just sounds different. It just sounds different coming off that bat. Look how far that ball went up in the stands, Browning. O'Neal Cruz, just a special talent.
And the Supper Club is open all weekend long. In case you're just joining us, Tyler Black is up. He's been recalled from AAA Nashville, one of two moves that the Brewers made earlier today. They've also recalled the lefty Shane Drowan from Nashville. The corresponding moves there, Carlos Rodriguez and Luis Matos was designated for assignment. So with Tyler Black, he's been playing really well with Nashville. 10 games for him, a .282 average, 10 home runs. We've seen Black for 23 games in parts of the last 2 seasons, and he was dealing with the shoulder injury that caused him to miss 10 days, but he said he's feeling much better, swinging the bat better since returning from that injury. And then for Shane Drowan, we got to see him come up and make his major league debut back on April 8th against Boston. So he's providing just some, length and some multiple innings from the bullpen out there, guys.
Well, there's great options in AAA. Thanks, Sophia. Rock, the AAA ball club has seen that pathway to Milwaukee. They have produced, and good to see Black back and healthy as he grounds out to start this second inning. But that's where the organizational depth comes in play. That's why the Brewers, with all of their key injuries, are sitting here at 13-11, and they're having to keep pace in a very tough Central Division right now, and they're doing that.
And they're doing that with a lot of their big guns out of the lineup. So all they got to do is keep their heads above water until these guys come back. But as far as Tyler Black goes, he doesn't have anything to prove in AAA, in the minor league. He just has to figure out how to get it done here at the major league level. That's all going to come down to playing time. Maybe this is going to be an opportunity for him to get some at-bats.
Rengifo jumps on one, pulls it foul, and Skenes ahead of him 0-2 quickly. Rengifo started to swing the bat on the road trip. He had a nice series in Miami and ended up with 6 hits and 19 at-bats on the road trip with a couple of RBIs. He broke an 0-for-20 slump at the plate in Miami. So good to get Rengifo somewhat back to normal. I'll tell you, for any hitter, though, facing Skubal and Skenes back-to-back, that can send you in a tailspin.
Well, and again, I mean, the Brewers historically have handled, some of the best pitchers in the game pretty well. And we talked about the numbers for Skenes against the Brewers.
Little tapper going to be a tough play here. Lau flips it. No problem to get Rengifo. Nice easy hop for him.
Sometimes they rise to the occasion when nobody's really counting on them. When you're facing the 2 guys that they have to face yesterday and today.
I like what Bryce Terang told Sophia right before he ran onto the field to start the game. You look at it as a challenge, and these guys they're all alpha dogs. You don't make it to the big leagues without being an alpha. And I think they all look forward to an opportunity against the game's best, knowing it will not be easy. And they got the reaction out of Tarek Skubal yesterday when he was taken out of the game that you dream about.
Yeah,
he was furious in that Tigers dugout. That means you've done something.
They had him beat until the end. Oof, that was a shame.
Tough loss for the Brewers yesterday. Hope they can flush that one away. Kind of the nature of the game. Put those tough losses behind you.
Yeah, one thing you know when you're facing guys like Skenes is you're going to get strikes to hit. I mean, they're going to be tough strikes to hit, but they're going to be over the plate. Doesn't walk many. 7 walks is all. Same thing with Skubal. Some of the best. They don't walk guys.
Mitchell in an 0-2 count. A lot of hitters have been down 2 strikes quickly already.
You just hope to foul off the tough pitches and wait for a mistake. That normally doesn't come too often with these guys.
Here's a 1-2, and it's 2-2 now. Last 8 games, look at the run of pitching that the Brewers have faced. Opening day starters, aces, and in this case with Skubal and Skenes, the Cy Young Award winners, as he puts Mitchell away with a big fastball at 98 miles an hour. 6 in a row retired for both Skenes and Woodruff. We move along quickly here. We go to the third.
In the With these designs, I wanted to bring out the Old English letter font, but add a twist to it. This is one I've developed over the years and used on a lot of tattoos. You could tell a sign painter or a lettering person by their numbers. That reveals a lot about them. It's an honor to design for the Dodgers. It's almost gone beyond sports, even into fashion. People wear LA caps all over the world.
That's an owl, in case you're wondering. That's one of the few fans who looks at Canseco and says, "Cool." What are they going to do? Expecting to pick up a baseball? Oh, poor baby.
You know, I did read it a year ago.
Yes.
Canseco absolutely loves animals.
Durwood Merrill.
What a way, Durwood.
Leave a little opening at the top, guys.
They say it's a game of numbers. Pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Well, catch a huge weekend matchup when the Brewers host Aaron Judge and the Yankees coming up Friday, May 8th through Sunday, the 10th. Grab your seats for this marquee matchup at brewers.com/tickets.
Looking forward to the Yankees being here in Milwaukee this year. Brandon Woodruff back to work. He's retired 6 in a row with 3 strikeouts. Same for Paul Skenes on the other side, starting as we expected. And a fly ball to left. Spencer Horwitz sending Lockridge back. He's got room, and he makes a catch on the track. 7 in a row for Big Woo here to start his night.
Another high fastball. Boy, he's getting a lot of mileage out of that high heater at the top of the zone. They are strikes. Guys got to offer at him.
Seems to me, Rock, that the last couple of years teams are hunting off-speed pitch more and more. Batting averages against off-speed pitching has continued to rise. Brewers just went through a series with the Marlins. They were the #1 team against non-fastballs. And Woodruff was defiant with his fastball and ended up going 7 innings in that game. Foul ball by Connor Griffin.
And looking at the stats, you know, before this game today, I mean, the Pirates are a really good fastball hitting team. They're having a difficult time so far with Woodruff's fastball. We'll see what happens second time through.
This is the young talent, and he drives one deep right center field. This one's got a chance, and it's #1 in the career of Connor Griffin on his 20th birthday. An opposite field home run to put the Pirates on the board.
And once again, Pirates strike first.
First home run in the major leagues for Griffin in his 20th major league game, and he's got one in the books. First hit, first run allowed. And now the #9 hitter, Davis, turns around a fastball. So back-to-back hits.
Check it out, another fastball. not so much up in the zone, but kind of belt high, and he takes it to the opposite field, and no doubter out there into that Pirates bullpen.
He is a serious talent. Gave him the silent treatment down there with the welder's mask on. Never gets old.
Baseball tradition.
And here is O'Neill Cruz now. Big swing and a miss. It's a good mix here in Pittsburgh. That's one of the reasons they are so hopeful this year. Sitting at 14-11 on the season. They lost last night in Arlington, lost to the Rangers. They did not roll into Milwaukee until about 3 a.m. They had a night game getaway day last night. And Don Kelly, a disciple of Jim Leland, who made a name for himself as the Pirates manager before he went to Detroit. Of course, the Marlins. Don Kelly played for Jim Leland as a Tiger. Woodruff just threw his first changeup. Let's see how he starts to mix it up a little bit. One away in the inning. A home run and a single. Runner at first. And Cruz, a little late on the fastball, makes it 2-2.
Hasn't been getting a whole lot of the white of the plate so far tonight. He did on the home run. That fastball right on the corner, maybe a little bit off.
Looks like he got a speck of dirt in his eye. Some ominous Star Wars music in the background. Some great outfits in the ballpark tonight. People have dressed up, dressed their whole families up. Star Wars swag. Theme night here on a Friday night in Milwaukee. Ground ball, got a chance here to turn it. Terang, Hamilton, and got him. Cruz is very fast. It took 2 real good throws. And the Brewers get it. Don Kelly just taking a peek just in case, says play on. And the side is retired, so Woodruff gives up a home run to the young talent, the rookie Connor Griffin. Pirates are on the board first.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
What a play. It's short and a tremendous effort to get Wood. Julio reaches up, jumps backwards, and makes the catch. Diving play by Shaw.
He barehands it, spin throw, and Rogers holds the line at the plate.
Ground ball and a diving stop ball jump and over to first. He got it. Going out Brito, and Brito makes the play. Line caught on the backhand. Dale Cruz. Long throw, and he robbed him. Back over near the stands. Did he make the catch? You bet. Oh my goodness, he caught it. What a catch. Nico on the dive, gets him, and throws him out. At the wall, he makes the catch for the out. Isbell slips. Oh, he made the catch anyway. Oh, Nico. He stole a hit from Kyle Schwarber.
Oh my goodness gracious, he put that away.
Conforto comes down with it. Neto reaches it.
Let's go places. By Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin. And by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Brewers in their City Connect unis tonight. Wisco across the front on Star Wars night. Oh yeah, there's my guy Steve right there. That's the guy who made us on his 3D printer. He made us the Mandalorian helmets, which have not returned to the booth yet.
They were great. You know, we sent them down to the set to hoping those guys would wear them, but
I think it's in Steven Watson's briefcase right now.
I know Vinny's going to take his.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Even though it says Rock on the back.
It does have your name on it.
I know. Well, it doesn't matter to Vinny.
That guy on the right He's the one who made those. That's him right there. Way to go, Steve.
Yep.
Take the rest of the night off. Sal Frelick, little soft liner right to first. Horwitz squeezes it for the out.
We did ask those guys to wear them, didn't we?
I would love to show them, but
I mean, why would we even send them down there?
I think they've already sold them.
Of course, we could have worn them too. But
Silent auction. You know what? We should put those up for the silent auction.
You think?
Cecilia does the Brewers auction later in the year.
Huh.
Maybe you could sign it. Take the value down a little bit. Here's Lockridge. He shows bunt, takes a ball.
That's what happens to the the baseball cards that people send me. The value goes down dramatically.
Got to put an extra stamp on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there they are. They're just not with us. So it's good they're just hanging out in a nice secure spot down there in Nellie's corner. Pre-game show broke out the new set today. They broke out the new table.
Yeah, it looked good, didn't it?
It's good to get them off the field. I think players are ready to get rid of them down there on the field. Jam shot grounder out to Griffin. And there's out number 2. Yeah, we were. It's for the gram. Oh, yeah. Cameras are always rolling.
I was a little nervous. I'm amazed that helmet fit my head.
Well, we had to dip it in butter. We dipped it in melted butter, and then it went on nice and easy.
It was one thing to go on. I'm a little concerned about trying to get it off.
Those are great. Yeah, we appreciate that. It's fun looking at all the things that fans have put together for this night. There's a few theme nights throughout the year. Always enjoy it. Can't beat fun at the old ballpark, Rock.
Yeah, well, it's a game, right? Enjoy it, have fun. It can be frustrating, but there's nowhere you'd rather be than here at American Family Field watching a ball game.
Well, and you get to see a pitching matchup like this. David Hamilton had a bunt hit off Skubal yesterday. See if he can get Skenes in his book as well.
Skenes has got to be feeling pretty good. Through 60-some pitches. His last time out, 4 innings. Rain shortened start for him.
Yep, he went 4 shutout innings when the rains came. They didn't feel like it was prudent to bring him back. 4 innings, no runs. That was his 60th career start last Saturday, Rock. In his first 60 games started, a 2.05 ERA.
Yeah, crazy.
It is among the all-time greatest starts to a major league career on the mound. He's won a Cy Young. He won a Rookie of the Year. He's been an ERA title. And it's pretty impressive. First 60 starts. Rube Foster, Dutch Leonard, Dutch Reether. I mean, these are names that are going on the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, you're talking 1913 and forward. Yeah,
I'm gonna guess that was Al Mamo. Didn't you play with old Al?
I did, yeah. Right, yeah. Low ball hitter, high ball drinker.
Nobody's hit the scene like this guy, as advertised. From LSU, from Air Force Academy to LSU, then to the big leagues. Unable to get the call. Pirates looking for the appeal. And Hamilton checks his swing, and now it's a 3-2 count.
Now, how do you lay off this pitch? I mean, he starts above the knees, drops off the table as it gets to home plate.
8th pitch of the at-bat, and Hamilton strikes out. He went right back to it. And Paul Skenes wipes out the order first time through. 9 in a row, 4 strikeouts. That splinker or splitter, whatever he calls it, is nasty right now.
Let's move.
Encantan los jugadores, te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
To see all this excitement around what I love to do growing up, it's crazy.
What's your favorite thing about this whole event so far?
The fusion of sports, entertainment, and cards.
That's awesome.
Because to me, cards have always been entertainment, and they're getting their just dessert now.
Wirecam brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Friday night crowd filing in from the epic tailgating. Great weather outside throughout the afternoon. Roof is closed up here for the evening as the temperatures drift a little bit. 1-0 Pirates. Rookie shortstop Connor Griffin, his first big league homer, opposite field homer of Brandon Woodruff. And he's got the Pirates in front 1-0. And Lau stings one into right center field. Mitchell closes, can't get there. It's going to go to the fence. And Brandon Lau is into second base with a double. So 3 of the last 4 hitters against Woodruff with some high exit velocity, getting better hacks at Brandon. Leadoff double.
Getting a better look at that high fastball. He's been consistently up in the zone with it. Pirates, it looks like going up there looking for it up in the strike zone and now centering on a bunch of them. And good effort by Mitchell because he did know that Frelick was going to be backing him up.
It's a big part of it. Knowing you can go all out and attempt to dive when your teammate is there to clean it up behind you if you miss it. Brewers have 3 gazelles out there in the outfield. There's a good off speed. First curveball we've seen from Woodruff as he gets Brian Reynolds to swing over the top of one.
Yeah, needs to start mixing it up a little bit.
Major shoulder surgery for Brandon Woodruff. Made it back last year. Brewers signed him to a 2-year deal when he was out with the shoulder injury, knowing he would not pitch in 2024. And then he made it back last season. Had to shut it down at the end of the year, but it was a bounce back year. And then he took the qualifying offer from the Brewers, so he's on a 1-year deal to pitch this year with Milwaukee.
That's a nice block by Contreras. It's amazing how these guys are able to do that when they're on one knee when the pitch is delivered. Incredible athleticism to be able to do that.
2 balls and a strike on Brian Reynolds. Runs are going to be hard to come by today. Obviously, Woodruff knows that facing Skenes. Very little room for error when you're matching up against Paul Skenes. 2-1. Reynolds, a little half swing. He takes a ball. And it's 3-1. Lau's the runner at second, leadoff double. Reynolds takes his time out on a 3-1 count. Most hitters take their timeouts on a 2-strike count. Woodruff deals and Reynolds pulls it foul.
A good pitch, tied him up inside.
Payoff pitch. Spoils another one.
Seems like every year at the trading deadline, Brian Reynolds is a name that everybody's talking about. I doubt that's going to happen this year.
No. He loves Pittsburgh. He's made it very clear he wants to stay in Pittsburgh. Signed a deal to stay in Pittsburgh. He's happy there, and he wants to be there when they do break through and make the postseason and turn into the team that he hopes they will. And Reynolds draws the walk. So Woodruff can't get him to bite on the high fastball, and a shaky start to this fourth inning here. A double and a walk. 2 on, nobody out with Ozuna coming up.
Good double play candidate. See if we can get one on the ground.
Woodruff has a double play that ended an inning. O'Neill Cruz bounced into a 4-6-3 double play to end the third. Big swing by Ozuna. He made up his mind. You can tell Ozuna's just not quite right. You hope he doesn't find it here in Milwaukee. He's had some big series in this ballpark in the past. But he missed that one, which was toward the middle by a mile. Jam shot here. And Lockridge makes the play. Everybody stays put. Big out to get for Brandon Woodruff.
Yeah, he just missed that one. Good pitch on the inside corner. Yeah, Ozuna had some really good years with the St. Louis Cardinals.
One out. Now a double play will get Woodruff out of this inning. One of the top hitters in the league, Ryan O'Hearn, steps in.
He's grounded into 5 double plays already this year.
Pitch called the strike. Batter challenge.
O'Hearn challenging again. It's his second, and he's going to win this one.
Pitch the ball. Pittsburgh has 2 challenges remaining.
Tom Hanahan, the home plate umpire. He's missed 2 with O'Hearn at the plate. Pirates keep their challenge. As long as you're successful, you keep your challenges. Each team still with 2 the rest of the way. Yeah, good pitch there. Didn't get the call. Contreras is going to challenge this.
He might win this. Probably going to win it.
I think he is going to win it. Clip the corner. All right.
Pitch is strike. Walk out 2 challenges.
Now, in defense of Tom Hanahan, that is a fraction of an inch.
Back-to-back pitches.
But
yeah,
touche. The count is right where it was supposed to be all along. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 men aboard, and he jammed him. A pop-up that's going to stay playable. Here's Contreras by the on-deck circle, makes the catch. 2 big outs for Brandon Woodruff.
Boy, and that pitch center cut right down the middle at 94 miles an hour, a little bit more than he's been throwing up to this point. Check it out. Look where this pitch ends up. Bingo, right down the middle, and he pops it up to the opposite field. A little deception, I would imagine, in that delivery. Sneaking up on the hitter.
Well, there's a way out of this inning. One more piece to the puzzle here. Nick Gonzalez. Got to watch this first pitch. 2 on, 2 out, and Gonzalez lines one to left, base hit. Lockridge up with it. Lau coming home, cut off, and now they have a runner. Reynolds in a rundown. They tag him out. The run does score. Nick Gonzalez swings to the first pitch, drives in the second run. Put out on the bases to end the inning. 2-0 Pirates.
First pitch is launched to deep right field. Kyle Tucker with a tank. Tucker makes it hurt. Tucker goes 435 feet.
The error was kindling for this fire to start. Puck has been looking for some explosion, and he got all of this. Upper deck, I don't care for Mile High. That's a blast.
Tucker's 3rd home run of the season, 2nd in the last 3 games.
Boomer is the dog. Then he looked good. He just followed his pitch all the way. And there he is. Who was that?
That was kind of a change from the everyday thing that we normally do as far as baseball cards are concerned.
Hey, I have a Labrador. Where's my card?
You know, a little bit different, and it turned out to be a fun experience.
It was just when the camera crew tried to leave that there was a problem. You can't leave.
A snack that Freddie cannot resist.
I would have to say chips and guacamole. Organic mango, yeah.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed the cooler full of mangoes?
Nah, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man.
Yeah,
Let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's take a look at StatCast powered by Google Cloud. We're looking at Paul Skenes and how he has achieved his 9 outs, Rock.
Yeah, guess which pitches, you know, the splitter has been down in the strike zone. He hasn't made any mistakes with that. Maybe one down the middle, but didn't get hurt by it. And then the fastball's up, splitter's down. That's pretty much the way, you know, the sequence goes with guys with pitches like that.
The cluster is impressive, but just with the velocity, the command, the power that he has, that's why he is one of the game's great pitchers, and he's going to be that way for a long time, you would think. He's only thrown 38 pitches to get through the first 3 innings. 9 in a row, first time through the batting order. Brewers go 0 for 9 with 4 Ks. And now we go back to the top, second time around. Bryce Terang, who struck out in the first. Terang putting together a terrific early season here at the plate. You know he's going to give you great defense. Checks in hitting .280.
Yeah, the 4 home runs. He's got really good opposite field power. Left center.
And did he go? He did. That splitter is
so difficult to pick up out of his hand. It looks like a fastball that just drops off the table. When it gets to the dirt cutout, not a whole lot you can do about it. Just got to wait for a mistake and hopefully he hangs one.
Terang's been on base in every game he's played this year, 21 in a row. By the way, he's creeping up on some franchise history there. He's currently riding the 3rd longest on base streak. Ryan Braun has the record, 28 in his MVP year of 11. Robin Yount was on base 23 in a row. And Terang strikes out. Back to it. It's a splitter fest. And it is nasty.
As long as it's over the confines of the plate, you're going to get swings like this, particularly with 2 strikes. You know, pitches off the corners, not so much, but that one middle in dives out of the strike zone.
Terang had that on base streak ended yesterday, 0 for 2 today with a couple of Ks. Challenge this one, Contreras.
Pitch called the ball. He catches.
Gonna lose it.
Pitch to strike. Pittsburgh has 2 challenges remaining.
There are times when a challenge is not necessary.
I'm actually going to win it. I thought it was Contreras. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's a little half swing foul. Teams have talked to their players about when the right time to challenge. Obviously, if it's egregious, you're going to challenge every time. But those borderline pitches, you know, the way the game is set up, what part of the game you're in, whether you're up or down, I think it's going to take some getting used to. And teams that do it the best and manage to keep those challenges.
Yeah, Brewers' philosophy is to have at least one 8th, 9th inning.
A little slow roller, third baseman Gonzalez, and throws up the line, but the tag put on Contreras, and there's out number 2. Send it down to Sophia. She's got some challenge data for us. What do you got, Sophia?
Well, this came up on the road trip in the Detroit series. Pat Murphy sharing that they're sharing all of that information with the players as well, that after every game there's a review process, and so the catchers get information and the hitters get information in terms of all of the challenges that were in the game, even some that weren't, that could have been challenge situations, and they're all assessed by the game situation, whether the challenge was in their favor or not, the margins, and so they're trying to inform these players as much as they can to help inform their future decision making.
Well, and you needed him against a guy like Skenes. He is dialed right now. Thanks, Sophia. 3 up, 3 down for Paul Skenes.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games, pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time, because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Jordan Leisure on. White Sox were able to tack on a little insurance with the home run from Munetake Murakami.
Here's Kurtz, driven to right field. Tie game! 1:15 off the bat, and Kurtz is amped up along with this West Sacramento crowd, 6-6.
That's how quickly things can change, not only personally for Nick Kurtz, but for the ball club. Just one swing, and we've got a brand new ball game here.
Hey, make it a Mother's Day to remember with the Brewers picnic blanket giveaway for the first 10,000 fans 21 and up at the game on Sunday, May 10th. That's courtesy of American Family Insurance. Get your seats at brewers.com/giveaways.
I feel like I'm wrestling an alligator up here.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's a nice one, though.
Can't quite find my way out of it. Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
I like the, where's the bottom of this thing? Oh, here it is. It's got barrel man. It's good. I got to put that in my backpack if you don't mind.
That and the bobblehead
everything
from
else,
today.
Everything else that I've taken from this booth today.
You need a box.
I'm gonna need I walk out of here in a cardboard box.
Are you sure Vinny didn't clean that already?
You know, Vinny's the guy. He's the reason we've set up security cameras all over this booth. That was one guy from Racine.
Although he can take anything he wants out of here as long as he brings in Kringles on Sunday.
You know, he does that. See, he's very
give him a little leeway in that regard. That's a good trade.
He knows when to till the land, as if to say he gets it right. He thinks if he brings Kringles, he's an OH guy. Brings Kringles and he can just take whatever he wants. And who's going to argue with him?
No. Yeah.
Stephen Watson, Vinny Rottino on the Brewers postgame set tonight.
Did we get the helmets back yet?
Not yet. Good as gone, Rod. Full count to Horwitz, and it's ball 4. Woodruff got off to a great start. Been a little shaky here once he got to the bottom of the order. Back-to-back hits produced a run in the third. You had the home run by Griffin, and then the RBI single by Gonzalez in the 4th. And a leadoff walk here in the 5th inning. Here is Connor Griffin. And he punches that one through for a base hit. Horwitz is on his way to third. Griffin is 2 for 2. He's having a birthday to remember today.
Pretty good opposite field stroke right there. Fastball middle in. He pulls the hands in, just shoots it into right field. It's a heck of a swing.
Pirates have found a great young player in Griffin. I mean, it's one thing to have the draft picks, to have the overall number ones. It's another thing to make the right pick that's going to help you. He's a base stealing threat as well. Stays put, swing and a foul. First ball swinging Henry Davis. Davis singled up the middle last time up.
Bob Mayotta doing a lot of damage tonight. Been on 4 times.
Nobody out, first and third. Brewers set up to turn a double play up the middle. Normally you feel good about conceding a run to turn 2, and you're still certainly going to do that here, but against Skenes, that mountain gets a little taller. Second disengagement for Woodruff. Runner goes. Pitch is a strike. Throw down to second is not in time. Griffin steals the base.
Pretty good throw by Contreras. Quick release. Griffin had a pretty good jump. Not a huge lead, but a really good jump. No chance. Good throw, though.
Stolen base number 5 for Griffin. Has not been caught yet in his rookie year. Big spot in the ball game right now. We're in the 5th. Skenes is dominant on the mound for the Pirates. Pittsburgh leads 2-0. Second and third, nobody out in the 5th inning. And the 1-2 and a shot to short. Everybody stays put. Hamilton makes the play. Best outcome you could have if you're Brandon Woodruff there. That'll give us a chance to hear a word from Potawatomi Sportsbook.
When Potawatomi Sportsbook invited me, John Kuhn, to be their spokesperson, I had to join the team. Yes! Yeah! Potawatomi Sportsbook, your sport, our stadium.
You got first base open. O'Neill Cruz, one of the hotter hitters for this team. You got Brandon Lau on deck.
Well, infield is in. Looks like Woodruff is going to go after him here. Maybe just to see if he'll get himself out.
Yeah, maybe pitch around the edges of the strike zone, see if he'll chase.
You certainly trust Woodruff to do that. Cruz had 4 RBIs in a 3-game series against the Rangers. Hit a homer yesterday, their lone run. I don't know if you saw his home run from Wednesday, Rock.
Yeah.
He hit it on top of the foul pole. It bounced on the top of the foul pole down the right field line in Arlington.
Such leverage. Big, tall left-hander. Long arms. When he gets the barrel extended, look out.
Second in the National League in homers with 8.
Change up.
Yeah. This is Wednesday. Look where this ended up. He stood there not knowing if it was fair or foul. Doink. Insane how high and far that is in that ballpark.
Wow.
It's a pitcher-friendly ballpark as it is. 2-1. Oh, swing and a miss. Challenge him with a fastball.
Man, that changeup got into his head a bit. It was 2-0. Woodruff threw him a changeup for a strike. Then a high fastball. He could use the strikeout.
Woodruff has struck him out twice. Cruz with 23 RBIs, second in the National League, third in the majors. Second and third, 1 out. Big pitch here, 2-2. Ooh, Cruz found a piece of the changeup.
Perfectly located right at the knees.
Cruz has been torching starting pitchers when they are around to face him for a third time in a game. Hitting .375 third time around with an OPS over 1,000. Infield in. See what Woodruff has in mind here. 2-2 the count. And he went back upstairs with a fastball. That's his best fastball yet.
Second time change up, then high fastball.
He's got him in swing mode up there, but how high can he go for a guy 6'7" to get him to bite? Seventh pitch of the at-bat. .96 with the fastball.
Yeah, he's got a little bit in the tank when he feels like he needs it. Pretty good job by Cruz to get a piece of it. That was way up out of the zone.
Cruz taking his time out. I'm not sure. He's kind of walking toward the dugout.
Broken bat, maybe?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm always curious if hitters have some code with the bat boy. You know, is he going to a lighter bat right now with 2 strikes? Are they all standard?
He's been behind the fastball, right? Well, he could choke up a bit.
All right, let's see what he's got here. He's been chasing the high fastball. Another 2-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming. And a little rollover ground ball. Bauer's coming to the plate and safe at the plate. Had to be a perfect throw. Did not take the out at first.
Yeah, Horace had a great jump off at third base. I think you do it over again, you take the out at first. Now you risk a really big inning.
Well, Cruz going to get an RBI out of this.
Secondary lead. He's about 2/3 away to home plate before the throw is on its way to home. Not even close.
Well, that is the effect of Paul Skenes right there. Even though you're not facing him at this very moment, because he is who he is, you do things a little out of character, trying to cut off that run, and now Woodruff's going to have to fight to stay out of a big inning here. Still got a double play chance. Cruz is one of the top base stealers in the National League. He's got 10 bags on the season.
Yeah,
he leads the National League. He's 3rd in the majors.
10 of 12 in stolen bases. You got to figure he's going to try and steal one.
Pirates have scored single tallies in each of the last 3 innings, and they lead 3-0 with their ace on the mound. Lau with a leadoff double and a run scored in the 4th. Popped him up. Lau did not give Cruz a chance to run, and he skies one on the first pitch.
On a changeup. First pitch changeup jammed him. Fooled him.
2 outs. Brings up Brian Reynolds. Reynolds walked his last time up. Woodruff struck him out first time around. And he got him to swing of the first pitch. Back-to-back pop-ups. Hamilton settles under it, makes a catch, and the inning is over. And Woodruff escapes that one with just 1 run scoring. 3-0 Pirates. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Brewers coming to bat against Skenes.
What is it that kind of got you hooked
as a foodie, so to speak.
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
Biggest thing we're bringing is a brand new Tony Gwynn drop I did with his estate. So we just signed a deal at therealist.com to actually go through his entire archives, present them, and auction them off. And to announce it, we did this limited edition 1994 The Lost Season card. Because, you know, between August of 93 and May of 95, Tony Gwynn batted .406 in 162 games. So in the back, we have the stats of what could have been.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Well, on Friday, May 8th, Wisconsin residents get half-price Brewers tickets courtesy of Pick and Save. Score a ticket to the matchup against the Yankees for half off now. Grab a seat at brewers.com/Wisconsin for about half-price Yankees ticket.
I mean, come on.
I mean,
just
really?
giving them away.
My goodness.
Got to pack the place for the Yanks. I just saw the Yankees in Boston last Tuesday. Oof. They swept the Red Sox.
They're off to a good start, the Yankees.
Oh, my gosh.
What are they, 16-9, I think?
Then Rice. I mean, it's not just Judge and Stanton. They've got crazy talent. Their pitching staff is electric right now.
Yeah, 16-9 of the Yankees. They won 8 of the last 10. 6 in a row.
1-1 to Tyler Black. Ties him up with a big fastball. Skenes has been tough to wrangle right now. Pitching up with a fastball at 97-98. He's got that splitter. Diving down. Getting a lot of swings and misses on that pitch. And did he go? He did not. Checked it. Third base umpire Jacob Metz not fooled by the actions of the catcher Davis. Davis trying to sell it. 2-2. Black fouls it away. Tyler, he's been a great hitter in the minor leagues throughout. He is extremely fast. He gets infield hits, but he's got a good eye. Waiting for that next click at the big league level. He's going to get a chance here. How about that foul ball?
Yeah, just needs some at-bats, right?
You can tell he's got Skenes' attention, though. Skenes hadn't thrown many sweepers in this game.
Yeah.
A lot of fastballs and split-finger fastballs. Brewers need base runners. Get him in the stretch. Get him out of the rhythm here. And Black a good cut.
He's got a really quick bat. Not a lot of movement before he starts that bat to the baseball. And a swing like that, you would think he's going to be able to make consistent contact. That was 98 at the top of the zone.
8th pitch of the battle here. And a called strike 3. Just clipped the edge. Strikeout number 6 for Skenes as we send it down to Sophia.
Well, an update for you on 2 of the big right-handed hitters that the Brewers are missing in their lineup. Our Freighter Health and Medical College of Wisconsin injury report. This was the best sign of the day. Andrew Vaughn out on the field, and he was able to take BP on the field for the first time as he works his way back from his left hand surgery. There's a look at Jackson Churio as well. He's been hitting on the field now for the last couple of days. He was with the team on the road trip. So Andrew Vaughn, Christian Yelich, they stayed back from the trip. In terms of next steps for Andrew Vaughn, he's going to continue ramping up on the field like we just saw. He's going to see his surgeon coming up Tuesday on April 28th. He's hoping that will be the final clearance, then he could be ready to go on a minor league rehab assignment as soon as next week. So he is just itching to get out there. He said it feels great to finally have a bat in his hand to just be swinging and kind of feel like a baseball player again. So Jackson Chourio on a similar timeline as Vaughn.
Boy, the Brewers really need those two guys back in the lineup. It's going to be a while though for Christian Yelich and that groin injury. But good to see those guys back doing baseball activities. They can't come back soon enough.
Two major impact right-handed bats. Chopper by Rengifo, and Lau makes a play for out number 2. 14 in a row for Paul Skenes here. He is looking unhittable right now. Brewers trying to at least disrupt his rhythm. Shane Drowan is in the Brewer bullpen. Might be the end for Woodruff. He goes at this point 5 innings with 3 runs, and had some taxing innings the last 2.
Yeah.
So a good spot for Drowan to back up Woodruff. Drowan coming back from AAA to the Brewers today.
That's the most activity the outfield has had so far, or for the Pirates. Running after a ball that fell out of the bullpen.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's been ground outs and strikeouts for the most part. I don't think an outfielder's made a play yet.
No.
It's the only out in the air was that little pop up to short. So yeah, outfielders are optional here tonight with Skenes on the mound. And it's quickly 0-2 on Garrett Mitchell.
This is where the new rule, where the pitch clock, hitters have to be ready in 8 seconds. You know, back in the old days, you step out and make him wait. Can't do that anymore. Disrupt his timing, get him off his game a little bit.
That was his best fastball yet, 99 miles an hour on an 0-2 pitch. 2 outs in the Brewer 5th. 1-2 the count. Skenes' last 2 starts in this ballpark, he has given up exactly 4 earned runs in each of them. 8 earned runs in 8 innings. He does not look like that guy tonight.
No.
Don Kelly was asked pregame if Skenes took any motivation from those 2 poor starts last year. Don Kelly made the point Skenes only takes motivation from himself. He keeps himself to a high standard, and I actually agree with him. That's a good thing to say for a coach or a manager. But Skenes,
I think he felt like he had something to prove in this ballpark. I don't think there's any question about that.
He expects dominance. It's a shock when he doesn't. 2-2 now to Mitchell, and a called strike 3. Stuck the fastball by him at 98, and that's 15 up and 15 down for Paul Skenes. Oof.
A truck. All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude?
My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I gotta eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindos.
Jammed and a little pop-up. Everybody's coming, but the pitcher wants it. Now he's going to give way. What's he doing? It's going to be dropped.
Keystone Cops on the infield for the Rockies.
Isbell's got to beat him. Battling the sun. He bobbles and recovers.
That's a highlight tape and a heck of a catch.
That went straight lawn dart. It's in the ground.
On guard.
That's it.
She comes off that stool down there and makes a nice catch, a hot line drive.
And Vladdy's applauding.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is presented by Miller Lite, taste you can depend on, and by Northwestern Mutual. Discover a better way to money at northwesternmutual.com. It has been the Paul Skenes Show tonight. Perfect through 5. 15 in a row, retired with 7 strikeouts. Gruber offices one call, that's all call to the pen. Rockets going to be Shane Drowan back up from AAA, and he'll take over for Brandon Woodruff.
Yeah, just got called up today. 3 games, 2 of them starts down in the minor leagues. 1-1 record, a 3.29 ERA. Made his major league debut in a start at Boston. That was back on April 8th.
Came to the Brewers from the Red Sox. Showing part of that great starting pitching depth the Brewers possess. Their AAA rotation is terrific as well. A little jam shot pop up out to Mitchell, and Ozuna is retired to start the night for Drowan.
This guy Drowan had a really good spring. Fastball slider. I mean, he was dominant in spring training. Second time he's been with the team this year.
He has a long big league future ahead of him, and that could happen as early as this year. He's kind of in that up and down role right now, Nashville to Milwaukee, but Brewers are very high on this young lefty here, Drowan. And a line shot by Ryan O'Hearn. That's fair into the corner. O'Hearn turns it around. He's into second with a double. Pirates with their 6th hit, and O'Hearn has his first.
All over that fastball right there. Up and in, 95 miles an hour, and O'Hearn hits on top of it and hits a rope down the line in right. Yeah, check it out. Talk about pulling your hands in right there, getting the barrel of the bat on it and keeping it fair. Down in the right field corner, a bullet.
So the Pirates put another runner in scoring position. Here's Nick Gonzalez, who drove in a run in the 4th.
And you certainly got to keep this run from scoring here. You cannot fall behind 4-0 against Paul Skenes. Brewers still do not have a base runner.
Gonzalez swung at the first pitch his last time up, single to left. Closed the book on Woodruff with 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Woodruff started his night retiring 7 straight, and then it was the bottom of the Pirates order that got him going. They've scored single tallies in each of the last 3 innings. 2-0 to Gonzalez. Needs a little more sticky on that bat. Is he a pine tar guy or a glue stick guy? Let's see. Glue stick.
Yeah, glue stick. Glue stick. They got the spray. They got the pine tar. They got the rubber wrap that they put on the bats. I think that's what I would have used if they had that when I was playing. That
grip.
That feels good on the hands. You don't even need batting gloves.
There's a lot going on in that on deck circle.
Yeah, the tools to get ready to hit.
2-1. Runner at second on a 1-out double by O'Hearn, and Gonzalez late on that one.
Remember Dave Parker, what he used on the on deck circle? Big sledgehammer. Yeah.
Didn't Ryan Howard do that as well?
Maybe.
Were you a pine tar guy?
Pine tar, yeah. Pine tar and spray.
2-2 the count. Lazy fly ball. Had him fooled on the pitch. That was a breaking ball, and O'Hearn's going to stay put. 2 outs in the inning.
That word is out. You don't run on Sal. That ball was hit pretty deep. Good throw. And O'Hearn stays put.
So drawn with 2 gone for Spencer Horwitz. Second lefty Drowan has faced this inning. Horwitz walked and scored last inning. He was aboard on the O'Neill Cruz ground ball. Buckled his knees. Drops a breaking ball in there for a strike. And a line shot back up the middle. Mitchell plays it. Coming home is O'Hearn. And a 2-out RBI single by a left-handed hitter. It's 4-0 Pirates.
Well, they're putting together some pretty good swings after that second inning where they went 6 up, 6 down. It's been a lot of offense for this Pirates ball club. Came in talking about how good they've been lately. That was a slider that didn't do anything. Kind of just spun up there, and Horwitz able to hit it hard into center. They're jumping on the mistakes.
Now, Drawn gets this inning primarily because of the two left-handed bats, O'Hearn and Horwitz, and they both hit bullets. 4-0 Pittsburgh. Here's Connor Griffin now. Takes a strike. Griffin signed a 9-year contract with the Pittsburgh Pirates. They believed in him before he even played a game in the majors, similar to what the Brewers did with Churio, similar to what the Brewers did with Cooper Pratt. If you go back far enough, similar to what the Tampa Bay Rays did with Evan Longoria, which was unheard of at the time.
It's getting more and more commonplace, isn't it?
Got to do it now. There's a lot of young guys that some haven't even played in the big leagues yet, signing long multi-year deals.
It's almost impossible for these guys in the minor leagues that just first year to turn money like that down. It'd be crazy to do it.
1-2, and a chopper off his foot. That was an interesting note. The way the game goes, these anomalies, and as long as the game's been played, to be the first at something is impressive. First 20-year-old to homer on his birthday in the major leagues ever.
How about that?
That's not nothing.
A little esoteric a bit, right? When you say first 20-year-old to homer on his birthday
for his first home run. There's a lot of disclaimers in there.
Okay, yeah.
But still, you know, when you're on the banquet circuit when you're 50, you're like, you know, I was the first person to ever hit his first home run on my 20th birthday in Major League history.
It's amazing they have stats for that, don't they? I mean, is that something Dom dug up?
Oh, yeah, he went and researched all the homers by 20-year-olds. He's got that skill.
I mean, what do you enter into what website? do you find that?
Major League Baseball has a full research team for things just like this. There goes the runner, and that's into center field. Mitchell is there, and the inning is over. But the Pirates are spoiling the Friday night party thus far. They lead 4-0, and Paul Skenes has a perfect game going through the first 5 innings.
How do you go from a triple play to a two-way star through a bracelet and the babe? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
This story starts way back in the early 20th century.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, Neil, where you go? And he said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before, both across the country and around the world.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's back.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. It all connects.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Well, the Firehouse in Eau Claire is tonight's time of the game winner. If they call the Brewers by 10 o'clock tomorrow, they get 40 tickets to a Friday night game in the Miller Lite Beer Pen. It's offered courtesy of the Tavern, Lake of Wisconsin, and Miller Lite.
Say hello to all our friends in Eau Claire, including our new best friend, Justin Vernon.
Yeah.
From Bon Iver.
The hummus that we had for about an hour?
No. The guy we had in the booth
yeah,
the
the
other
singer.
day.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. The singer. Yeah, Bon Air.
Yeah,
Bon Air.
Bon Iver.
Bon Iver.
You and Justin got along great that game.
Well, we still do.
Yeah, you guys are on texting terms.
We text.
Same size, you two. Paul Skenes back on the mound. He's retired 15 in a row.
Yeah, I thought your helmet guy was from Eau Claire as well. I'm sorry.
No, I don't have a helmet guy. Just to clear that up. Here's a 2-0. Don't be hitting me up with helmet orders. I don't have a helmet guy.
I could use one for fantasy camp. Can we make some for fantasy camp?
Rock's the one who's got a guy for everything. 2-1 to Frelick, and it's in there for a strike. Right now, Rock needs a hits guy.
we need a rally helmet. Is what we need. There it is.
That is a rally helmet. Steve probably made that one too. 2-2 the count, and Frelick spoils it foul. It can change in a hurry, as demoralizing as it feels. When you're down 4-0 and the pitcher is dominating like this.
It takes a couple of mistakes to get back in the game.
And he almost hit Frelick. That is a rare off-speed pitch, rare breaking ball. It's been mostly fastballs and split finger fastballs today. That's a sweeper. I think Frelick doing a little matrix there, and he pulls that one on the ground. Lau gloves it to his feet, throw it to first in time. That has been the closest chance to a hit the Brewers have had. Nice play by Lau. 16 in a row here for Skenes.
Really good at bat though by Sal. Defensive play of the game brought to you by Aurora Healthcare. Nice play going in the hole for Lau and getting his man at first.
One away. Here's Brandon Lockridge. Skenes' longest no-hit bid was against the Brewers 2 years ago. He went 7 innings. That was just his 11th career start. Brad Shelton took him out after 99 pitches. They don't let pitchers go much further. Derek Shelton, I beg your pardon. I think I said Brad. Who was my old director in San Antonio. There's a 1-1. Right at Lau. 2 outs. So 2 up, 2 down here for Skenes, and it'll be David Hamilton, number 9 hitter. Strikeout victim his last time up. Skenes has 7 strikeouts thus far. Shaken off the pitch comm signal. Got the one he wants, and Hamilton pops it up. O'Neill Cruz is there, and Paul Skenes is perfect through 6. 18 up, 18 down with 7 strikeouts.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Pop quiz. How do you go from Captain Clutch to the Iron Horse through a milestone and a marathon? The answer is on Hall of Fame Connections.
The captain, Derek Sanderson Jeter, is one of the winningest players in Major League history. He was wearing these very batting gloves when he notched one of those most memorable hits, the 3,000th of his career.
Are we supposed to spit in them like they do the batting gloves?
No spitting. This is a non-spitting museum.
3,000! History with an exclamation point!
He's just the second player in history whose 3,000th hit was a home run. The first was a former teammate from the Yankees' 1996 World Series championship team. But before he began his Cooperstown-bound career, Boggs would cross paths with another future Hall of Famer. September 6, 1995, the Iron Man played his 2,131st consecutive game, surpassing the unbreakable record of the Iron Horse.
Now that's how you pass the torch.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Game reset brought to you by Toyota. Paul Skenes show, and the Pirates offense chipping away. They got Brandon Woodruff for 3 earned runs. Just got Shane Drawn for 1 last inning, scoring 1 run in each of the last 4 innings, and they lead 4-0.
Yeah, a lot of base runners for the Pirates' last 3 innings.
And multiple runners on, scoring each of the last 4. This is after Woodruff started his night, retiring 7 in a row. Second inning for Drawn here. Been a starter in AAA, so the goal now, obviously, you got to get a hit off Skenes, but on this side of the fence, try to get as many innings as you can out of Drawn. One day leads to the next in this game, and if Shane can dial it in, get himself comfortable on a big league mound,
Eat up some innings at this point and save the rest of the bullpen. Brewers still in this one. A couple of base runners. Somebody gets a hold of one.
It's got to outlast Skenes. Bullpen is gettable. Skenes with 6 perfect innings. Brandon Lau just made a terrific play, taking a hit away from Sal Frelick. Chopper to short, Hamilton, and he'll sling it over to first to get Davis for out number 1.
Hey, bring your dog to the Brewers game on Tuesday, May 12th for Bark at the Park, presented by Tabo Pets. Score a Brewers dog toy with a special ticket for your furry friend. Visit brewers.com/theme nights for tickets.
Rupert making his annual appearance at the ballpark.
He's never been to the ballpark.
He likes his own space.
Yeah, he is.
Rupert's not a people
He's
person.
kind of got an attitude. He doesn't like other dogs or people or anything.
One thing he likes is Rock's suitcase after a road trip.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he enjoys.
He's kind of bummed that I don't travel anymore.
I think beat it.
You know those 10-day road trips on the West Coast in August?
Man. Just get in that suitcase. Cruz lines one to center, right to Mitchell. 2 outs in the inning.
Why do I play along with you when you do that?
Rupert is Rock's 12-pound dachshund.
He's more like 15 now.
He's been chowing down.
Yeah, he's kind of lazy. Eats a lot.
The exercise program is diminished over the last few years. I guess.
Yeah.
I can understand that. He's got some little legs.
He actually will just pull back and he won't go anywhere.
First ball swinging. Brandon Lau once again, and a 3-up 3-down inning for Drawn. It's going to get Skenes back on the mound. Brewers on the wrong side of it right now. 6 perfect innings for the Pirates ace. He's back on the mound for the 7th.
And the blue moon.
Dave Holtz now stands in. He gets fisted toward the Angel dugout. Got folks moving. Again slapped that way. Same spot. Uh-oh. Gray with the 0-2 pitch. Same spot almost. Still 0-2.
Diving play, makes the catch at the wall. He wraps it.
Lays out and makes the catch.
How about the green and gold? Flashing the leather. McNeil.
Wow, what a play. He got him.
Try and teach that.
He will make a leaping catch. Can anybody get there? Guerrero does. Comes home. It's there. He is out at the plate. In comes Soderstrom. Headlong dive, and he makes the catch. He is out at the plate.
He leaps and he caught it. Against the wall, and he makes the catch. He loses his hat.
Jackson Merrill did it again. Merrill madness in Anaheim. On the slide, makes the catch. Wynn makes the catch. Knocked down by Carroll's long throw and got him. What a play. Outfield grass diving stop. Wynn gets up, fires to first for the out. What a play. Diving stop at second from Ozzie Albies.
Welcome back. We're at the Group of Offices Sportsnet. Stephen Watson along with Vinny Rottino here with you. 6 perfect innings from Paul Skenes, as good as advertised.
It's going to be an interesting decision that Donnie Kelly's going to have to make, knowing that Paul Skenes has only thrown a season high of 87 pitches. Through 6 days ago, only 64 pitches. They baby this guy. Let's see what that decision's going to be.
Coming up on Brewers post-game, presented by Frater at the Medical College of Wisconsin. We'll keep this closely monitored. Maybe return these helmets to you guys by the end of the game.
No, you guys got to put them on as Terang dribbles one over to first. And out number 1. If you guys don't put those helmets on right now for a rally time.
Yeah. Those are the.
There's going to be an evaluation.
They're the consummate rally hats. I mean, not only do they have to put them on, they got to keep them on the whole inning.
Until there's a hit. There they are. Now turn around. And let's lock in here. Lock in. Thank you, Vinny. Rally helmets are on. Mandalorian. This is the way to the first hit off Skenes. Skenes dropping in that little sweeper in for a strike. 0-1. Contreras into right center field, hit pretty well. O'Hearn is there. 2 outs in the inning.
Well, at this rate, I mean, Skenes is going to be able to get through this game because, I mean, the Brewers, as they should, attack early. Making outs early in the count. That's going to keep Skenes in the game.
Last perfect game in the major leagues was 3 years ago. Domingo Germán of the Yankees in Oakland. That was June of 2023. They are rare. 24 in the history of the game. Don Larson, the famous one in the World Series. Here's a 1-0 and a strike to Bowers. Wisconsin Lottery leaderboard. Jake Bowers and Gary Sanchez with 5 apiece. Brewers would love one right here. Wipe out the no-hitter, the perfect game, the shutout, all with 1 swing.
There hasn't been a whole lot of hard contact tonight. Of course, Skenes doesn't give up a lot of hard contact ever. Not often. I think that ball that Contreras hit, probably the best hit ball tonight.
1-2 the count. 2-2 now. Last year was the first season in 20 years without a no-hitter. Got to go back to September of 2024. Pirates were involved in that one too. On the wrong end of it with the Cubs, combined no-hitter. They are rare and they're getting more rare, as Vinny mentioned, in the era of the pitch count.
Expect a good pitch to hit here. Skenes doesn't want to walk him.
2 outs, 20 in a row retired by Skenes. Brewers desperate for anything to get Skenes in the stretch right now. 3-2. Ooh, Bowers had a good cut at it. Do it again. Another 3-2. Pitch number 89. And Bowers spoils another one. It's a foul ball off his foot. You'll see at least 8 pitches here.
It's been basically 2 pitches all night for him. Fastball split.
Another 3-2. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat. And Bauers on the ground up the middle, and there it is. This is the way. Keep the helmets on. Bauers delivers. Good job, boys. And now let's get greedy.
Yep, a clean base hit up the middle. That got the crowd going a bit here tonight. 6 2/3, no hit, no base runner innings on a splitter. And Bauer's able to roll one into the outfield. There you go.
See if Tyler Black can do some damage here. Almost hit him. Skenes for the first time tonight pitching out of the stretch.
And that base hit just might be able to get him out of the game after this inning. Manage that pitch count, get the bullpen in the game.
Ooh, big swing by Black. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Black just back in the big leagues.
So difficult to throw no-hitters in the big leagues.
Tyler had a home run, 1 homer in AAA, 10 games. Started the year on the injured list with a right shoulder injury. In the air, center field, Cruz easing back, and that will retire the side. But the Brewers get their first hit of the game, break up a perfect game with 2 outs in the 7th, courtesy of Jake Bauers.
There's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. The Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and driving a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wells around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one head for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, did you see that? I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
Four to nothing Pirates. Paul Skenes retires the first 20 batters of this game, then gives up a hit to Jake Bauers. He looks like he is done for the day, judging by that posture and the type of handshakes you get. As soon as that hat goes back like that in that relaxed mode, and the smiles are out.
And you figured after the Brewers did pick up a hit, he's at 93 pitches, the most he's thrown in any start so far this year. Let's see if the Brewers can get to the bullpen.
It's 4-0 Pirates. Skenes, if in fact he is done, and it would appear he is, 7 innings, 1 hit, no runs, struck out 7, and didn't walk a batter, obviously. 20 in a row retired. Closest thing to a perfect game since Harvey Haddock's. At 12 perfect innings against the Milwaukee Braves. Drowan strikes out Brian Reynolds to start this inning. You know that game well, Rock. That's a famous game in Major League Baseball. Harvey Haddix
and he lost
here in Milwaukee against Braves. 12 perfect innings and lost in the 13th.
Right.
1-0.
How many guys are going to go 13 innings these days?
0.
How many guys go 9 innings?
First ball swinging. Ozuna lines one right to Hamilton. 2 outs in the inning. Lou Burdett was the winning pitcher in that game. May 26, 1959. Yeah, that's a famous game in baseball history.
Right. That's a hang with him for Harvey Haddix.
From the desk of Dominic Cotroneo, he's been grinding on no-hitter facts over here, but there have been 2 in this ballpark. One of them is a great trivia question. When the Cubs played the Astros technically the home team, there were hurricanes that came through Houston. September of 2008, Hurricane Ike came through Houston. Carlos Zambrano threw a no-hitter in this ballpark against the Astros. That was the first no-hitter thrown in this park. And in the pandemic year, Alec Mills no-hit the Brewers. There were no fans in the ballpark. So both no-hitters in this ballpark have been unusual anomalies.
Yeah.
And it's going to stay that way for now. Yikes. O'Hearn just, I'm not sure why he went with that hack, but he fouls it off.
Emergency, right? Way off the inside corner.
It was either going to hit him or it was going to hit his bat.
Yeah.
Count is 1-2. And a bouncing ball. Hamilton makes a play. Jump throw. And not in time. O'Hearn has been a hitting machine this year. He's got 2 more tonight.
And pretty good against lefties. And he hung in there. You know, that emergency hack the pitch before kept him alive, and then he's able to shoot one into the hole.
Extends the inning for Nick Gonzalez. Drowan had retired 6 in a row until that infield hit.
These are real important innings for a guy like Drowan, you know, for himself to show that he can get out at this level, and to keep everybody in that bullpen in the bullpen and not have to use them.
Buy another day off for them. Now if you come back, make it a game, then you can get into some of your relievers. Drowan made 2 starts. He pitched in 3 games at AAA. Had a 3.29 ERA. Had a lot of strikeouts in AAA. That's Mason Montgomery, who's going to follow Skenes. One and 1 the count on Gonzalez, and he takes a ball. Gonzalez drove in a run in the 4th, made it 2-0, 2-out RBI single. Pirates have had 2 2-out RBIs. Count is 2-2 now on Gonzalez. Drowan in his first year as a big leaguer, fighting through multiple injuries to get here. He was so off the radar because of those injuries, surgeries, and then last year he was pretty much shut down for 3 months when he was with the Red Sox with a forearm injury on his pitching arm. But then he came back and he was excellent.
Yeah, Brewers like him in that Caleb Durbin, Andrew Monasterio deal.
Kyle Harrison came with David Hamilton and Shane Drowan in that deal. A lot of players involved in that trade. And the Red Sox sports talk media brings it up every single day. Things are not going well in Beantown.
No, it's not, right? Off to a rough start.
Rough start. Just got swept by the Yankees, did the Red Sox. Full count. Runner at first, O'Hearn will get a head start. And off he goes. And a hot shot right to Hamilton. And oh, Bowers can't dig it. Low throw from Hamilton. That'll be an E6. Bowers is normally great on the short hops, but Rock, that was one of those middle hops that's tough on a first base.
Tough, and you know, if he can't make the pick on that, I mean, not many people can. He's about as good as it gets on balls like this. That in between hop, he usually eats those up. Not that time. E6.
And now first and second with 2 outs for Spencer Horwitz. Meeting at the mound. Chris Hook giving Drowan a moment. That'll give us a moment to hear a word from Aurora Healthcare.
1, 2, 3, Brewers!
How does it feel?
Amazing.
One of my best days ever.
Nobody warming up in the Brewer pen. This was a strategy and a breather conversation from the pitching coach. Horwitz has walked and singled in a run. That RBI single came with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Off Drowan. Drowan hung a breaking ball in that at-bat. Gave up 2 hits to lefties in that 6th inning.
These Pirate lefties handle left-handed pitching pretty well. Stay right in there.
There's a strike. He might be sticking with a fastball here. Let's see. He's got a good slider. Didn't throw his best one to Horwitz last time. Stay with a fastball. And that eats up Bowers. Can't find it. And he will recover. And safe is Horwitz.
Boy, nothing out of the infield in this inning, right? Infield hit. Error. I don't know if they're going to give him an infield hit or an E3. That was a tough chance for Bowers. Tricky hop.
Top spinner. Got a pinch runner for Horwitz at first.
Yeah, that's a tough chance right there.
What do you think, hit or error?
I give him a hit. That's not an easy play. They're going to give him an error.
Yeah, officially scored as an E3. Bases are loaded. And a swing and a miss from Connor Griffin.
That's one of those you either get it or you don't, because you got that top spin on it, in between hop. You don't know how high or low it's going to bounce. He did keep it in front of him to make sure a run didn't score.
Billy Cook is the pinch runner. Griffin with 2 hits today at the plate. Griffin with his first big league homer in the 3rd. Singled and stole a base in the 5th. Two balls and a strike. Bases loaded. 4-0 Pirates. And missing badly with a curve. Now it's 3-1. Odds are against the Brewers as it is. But obviously Drowan needs to get through this inning. Now he swings 3-1 and fouls it away. That pitch right in on the inside corner. Couldn't get the bat to it.
Yeah, borderline jammed him.
Made a pitcher's pitch on a hitter's count. Three-two, 2 outs. All 3 runners will start it up. Here comes Drowan, and a little soft liner into right center, a base hit. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in, and it's 6-0 Pirates, and Connor Griffin with a 3-hit game and 3 RBIs.
I'd say bottom of the order for the Pirates have been really tough on the Brewer pitching staff tonight. Horitz has been on 3 times, Griffin 3 times, and he's driven in a boatload, driven in 3 on a little flare into the gap out there in right.
First and third with 2 away. Here's Henry Davis.
These runs are all unearned.
First ball swinging. Foul pop. Bowers is calling. Bowers makes the catch to end the inning. 2 errors cost the Brewers big time there. 2 RBIs for Griffin on a single. He's got 3 ribbies in this one. 6-0 Pittsburgh.
A lot of baseball fans have some familiarity with the T206 American Tobacco card set. Of course, features the famous Hannes Wagner card. What we have here are 3 cards from the lesser-known T205 set, which really was a successor to T206. T206 came out in 1909. These 3 cards, as part of the T205 set, came out in 1911.
Homered in the first, his 3rd leadoff home run in the postseason. Oh my goodness! Shohei Ohtani! Wow! Up and over the roof! A majestic blast! Ohtani drops jaws everywhere! And it's 4-0 Dodgers!
117 off the bat, 469 feet. He is the first Dodger to ever have 2 multi-home run games in the same postseason.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm gonna do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. We cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thanks, chef.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Easy call tonight. Our Toyota drive of the game, Paul Skenes, looked like the reigning Cy Young Award winner. He was dominant. Retired 20 in a row to start. Took a perfect game through 6 2/3 before Jake Bowers finally delivered a single off of him. 7 strikeouts and seven complete shutout innings for Skenes, only 1 hit.
And basically doing it with 2 pitches, right? Fastball in the upper 90s, the splitter. I mean, showing you why he's the Cy Young Award winner of a year ago as Mason Montgomery takes over for the Pirates here in the 8th.
And Rengifo bounces to short. 1 away. And we'll have a pinch hitter here. Rengifo is retired. And Garrett Mitchell is out. Brings up Blake Perkins off the bench.
The last time out for Montgomery was a while ago. That was back on April 17th against Tampa Bay. Scoreless inning that included a couple of strikeouts.
Pirates have pretty much played the perfect game here tonight. Just when you had a chance to see anybody other than Skenes, and it's a 4-0 game. Pittsburgh offense gives them 2 insurance runs. Backbreaker. Strike 1 to Perkins. Perkins had a big hit against Skubal, doubled down the line yesterday, chasing the Tigers ace and the American League Cy Young Award winner.
That was a big hit, driving in a couple of runs.
Those are the changes. Cook came in to pinch run, stays in to play right, moving O'Hearn to first. Cook ran for Horwitz. And 2 gone now. First strikeout for Mason Montgomery.
They'll score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. The official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies. We've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Brewers, the official source for your Brewers gear.
Two gone. Here is Greg Jones. He'll pinch hit for Frelick. Chance to get some guys some at-bats. Perkins and Jones starting on the bench. Jones a switch hitter. Brewers starting a homestand tonight. They've got the Diamondbacks coming in next week in the midweek series. Fly ball slicing, and it is down foul. 3-game series with the Pirates. Tomorrow it's the Miz. Too bad the Miz and Skenes couldn't match up. That's been a fun matchup and will be through the years. Miz gets the ball against Mitch Keller tomorrow.
I imagine that Miz is just fine with missing Skenes.
Kyle Harrison and Carmen Majinski will get the matchup on Sunday. There's a little flare to center field. Cruz is there to make the play. 1-2-3 inning. Whole lot of nothing going on for the Brewers offensively. Just one hit. We go to the 9th. Pirates lead 6-0.
The Milwaukee.
Deep center. Edmonds going back. The ball is going long. 3-run home run. Bowman shot. The Jays on the board first. In one swing, Boba makes it 3-0 and chases Shohei Ohtani from Game 7. Breaking ball, and he was all over.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Bet above the rest. And by Prevagen. Prevagen, made for your brain. Well, Brewers fans haven't seen a whole lot out of their squad tonight. Pirate pitching dominant. Paul Skenes, 7 innings, 1 hit. Mason Montgomery just put together a 1-2-3 inning. 6-0 Pittsburgh. O'Neal Cruz batting for the 5th time in this game. Got credited with an RBI on a fielder's choice in the 5th. That made it 3-0. This guy's been tearing the cover off the ball here lately. 2nd in homers, leads the league in steals. 23 RBIs, second in the National League in that category.
He's always had monster power, and he's had much better at bats against lefties. They say he's trying to go to left field a little bit more against lefties.
Those are the changes. Perkins stays into play center, Jones in right. Ortiz comes into play short. And a swing and a miss. Drowan strikes him out. Drowan trying to finish this one off for the final 4 innings as we kick it down to Sophia Minnaert.
Well, guys, we were talking about the players that stayed back from the road trip to continue their rehab here. Andrew Vaughn was one of them. Christian Yelich was here along with Rob Zastryzny, Jared Koenig, who's working his way back. And so what do you do when the team is on the road? Well, he had the guys over for a fishing day and a hibachi night. And Andrew Vaughn did all the cooking himself, which I thought was pretty impressive. He said it was a good menu, fried rice, threw some steak, some chicken, some shrimp out there. The guys had a great time, watched the game as the Brewers won over the Tigers on Tuesday night. So nice little team bonding activity with Andrew Vaughn.
Where was your invite, Rock? We left you back.
I was in town. I think it was out on the golf course hunting down my golf balls, but
I feel like that's right up your alley.
Yeah.
Not only the cooking part, the Bill's Grill, but the fishing too.
Yeah.
Brandon Lau rolls out. Well, next time, partner.
That well, I'll wait for the invite. It'll come at some point.
That's a nice thing, though, they do.
Yeah.
I'm sure when you were playing, you never invited the broadcasters anywhere.
Yeah, I did, because I knew my career was going to be short and I wanted to be one.
Oh, is that right?
8 years isn't that short,
Hey,
right?
other than Bob Uecker, who were the broadcasters in your time?
Mike Hegan was around.
And you were friendly to him?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't cold shoulder him?
Jim Paschke.
Jim says you were kind of tough to deal with back in those days.
Well, as a broadcaster.
You mean as your partner, or was
As
he
my-
referencing when you were a player?
You'll have to ask him that. I'm not sure.
He was your first play-by-play partner, right?
Yeah, he was. Yep. 2 years.
We had all your partners through the years.
1995 and 96. I always said, and I've stopped saying this because he's asked me to do that. Don't say that anymore. He's told me everything I knew about broadcast. He said, don't lay that on me. That's not my fault.
Not his fault. Say hello to Jim. Longtime voice of the Bucs, retired voice.
Yeah.
Of the Bucs. What do you got? You're 32, right?
Yeah, 32. First year with Timmy.
And then Matt Vasgersian, and then Darren Sutton. And then you've been stuck with me for the last 20 years. See,
Yeah.
you couldn't get rid of me like you got rid of those other guys.
Well, you were the one that agreed to stick with me. That's what it was. But yeah, Matt LePay was in that mix. Len Casper.
Yeah, Lenny.
Yeah.
Craig Kashawn.
We still have a good time with Krager. We started Brewers Live pre and post back in the day on the aluminum folding chairs by the dugout.
And now look at them.
Yeah. Now they got a nice set, a desk out there. And I remember when we were sitting out there doing right in the middle of the show, Jeremy Brunitz and Richie Sexton hit us with shaving cream pie.
Oh, that's not good.
We got a picture of it back there.
Reynolds draws the walk. That's not right. Didn't you guys milk a cow at one point down there?
Yeah, there was
Seem to remember that.
Cow milking contest after a game. I beat Burt Blyleven.
In the cow milking contest?
Twins were in time, yeah.
What was the skill you had that enabled you to win that? What do you think pushed you over the top?
It's a feel thing, you know. It's different for everybody.
Yeah, sure is. Made a new best friend that day, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, here's Ozuna. First ball swinging, a roof scraper. Who wants it? Bowers makes a catch. Inning over, and we go to the bottom of the ninth. Two-time cow milking champion, Alfred William Schroeder. Yeah, pie in the face, never gets old. Rock, that was uncalled for.
Eddie's. Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people, like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
On the mound for the Marlins, it is Yuri Perez. The 22-year-old won't turn 23 until April 15th, and last season had a 4.25 ERA. Those numbers are very deceiving because he had a really strong finish. Perez has got him 0-2. See ya.
That's the old good morning, good afternoon, and good night, and all on heaters. When you got it going, stay with it.
3-2 right there, called strike 3.
The four-seamer, which he'll throw probably over 50% of the time.
Nobody on, 2 out. The 2-2 pitch from Perez to Rumfield. Called strike 3. Look at the emotion from Yuri Perez in his season debut. Yuri got him with a fastball. He gets the approval of Sandy Alcantara. 7 innings for Perez.
Yeah, and it's really amazing when you say he's still just 22 years old.
Well, Brewers have not enjoyed the long ball like they'd like, but Wisconsin lottery home run count, Bryce Terang, that was his 4th home run of the year. That was last Saturday. And think about this, all 4 homers have either tied or given the Brewers the lead. Brewers are down 6-0 as we go to the bottom of the 9th. I love that the crowd, most of which has hung in there to this 9th inning. Hey, you never know. Star Wars night. Isaac Mattson.
Well, he's off to a nice start. 1.32 ERA, game number 14. Last pitched on the 19th.
And Lockridge on the ground foul. Pirates added some defense to their outfield with Jake Mangum in left and for Brian Reynolds. Lockridge tonight, 2 at-bats against Skenes. You don't see many nights when you get to the 9th inning and you've hit twice. It's only the 3rd at-bat. Brewers have delivered just 1 base hit as Lockridge strikes out. And 1 away here. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Brewers. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the Brewers. Here is Joey Ortiz. Hitting for Hamilton, came in defensively last inning. Brewers will send up their ace tomorrow, Jacob Mizorowski against Mitch Keller, who's been pitching very well. Pirates starting rotation has been excellent this year as Ortiz pops this one up. Two outs. Saturday night, we're on the air at 5:30 on Brewers TV. The Brewers pregame show. Stephen Watson and Vinny Rottino.
Another guy that's having a pretty good year, Keller. 2.79 ERA. Should be a good one tomorrow night.
Looking forward to that. Always great to see the Miz. Miz will look for a bounce back. He had a rough first inning in Miami. Settled down and was good after that, but he'll be looking to dial it in tomorrow. Brewers are going to need him. Brewers will drop to 13-12 barring a comeback here. Dropped 6 in a row. They won 4 straight. Went 3-3 on that last road trip. Heartbreaker yesterday.
Yeah, that would have turned that road trip completely around, wouldn't it?
Beat Scooble.
Yeah,
4-2. That's a momentum changer for sure. It didn't happen though. Good news tonight. Drowan ended up pitching the last 4 innings, and just a 1 earned run, and was able to not only allow the bullpen to sit on the game mound, but there wasn't even a reliever that warmed up.
Yeah.
So fully fresh tomorrow. You'll be a loaded bullpen.
It was just Drowan, thrown in the bullpen all night. Nobody else. You're right.
One day leads to the next in this game. Remember, the Brewers have Monday off, so they'll be loaded for bear the next 2 days against these Pirates. And Turang draws the walk. Starting up a new on-base streak here. Bryce Turang. His ended at 21. And a 2-out walk. Ball 4 presented by Felco. Second base runner of the night. Here is Contreras. It is a feisty Friday night crowd here on Star Wars.
Yeah, they want something to cheer about.
Yeah. Give them a show here, William. Wild Bill's usually good for it. (2-0) now. Brewers and Pirates wrap up this series Sunday afternoon. That's a 1:10 first pitch, on the air 12:30. Kyle Harrison and Carmen Majinski in that one. 2-0. Contreras, center field. Back on it is Cruz, and he's got room to make the play. And that's the symbol of the night right there. The Brewers go quietly in the 9th and go quietly tonight. The Pirates combined for a 1-hit shutout against Milwaukee. And Rock, it was the Paul Skenes show tonight. He's the headliner. Went 7 shutout innings, only 1 hit. At one point, it retired 20 straight.
As good as he has been in his couple of years in the big leagues, I mean, he had to prove to himself that he could pitch in this ballpark, and did he ever tonight. Only allowed the 1 hit to Jake Bowers, and that was pretty much it. Fastball splitter for Skenes, and the Brewers really had no answer for him.
Connor Griffin, his best night of his big league career in his 20th game. His first 3-hit game, his first 3 RBI game, and he did all of that on his 20th birthday. 6-0 the final. Stephen Watson, Vinny Rottino standing by for Brewers postgame here on Brewers TV. That's coming up next, and we'll see all of you tomorrow. So long, everyone.
Being a business. Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man. That's the most important
one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, can of corn.
Easy fly ball.
Hey, it's Alertus Gurriel Dog. That's a nice touch. Some Pena power.
The perils of wearing earrings when you've got netting on the field.
That young fan, not a Newt Bar fan. What a present for Mom.
Oh my goodness, look at this guy.
Uso, yeah, Jay Uso, yeah. And then just shot putting it. Block when there's nobody on base. There's a little debate, Perdomo and Kim watching the replay together. That's beautiful, isn't it?
How does one of baseball's most celebrated plays connect to one of baseball's most notorious curses? Through a cross-country move, an earthquake, and the Men of Steel? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch.
This is the glove Willie Mays had when he made that catch. This is great.
But let me touch it for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oakland pitcher Dave Stewart was named the World Series MVP.
It really comes from like the kings of Siam would give their courtiers white elephants, which were sacred animals, and they'd be too expensive again to maintain. It would put them into financial ruin.
They need to know this story. That's amazing.
Nobody could steal a base like Ricky.
I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
So imagine making steals in these, though.
So these are Ty Cobb's
And these
cleats.
are Ty Cobb's.
So what I want to know is, were they ever swabbed for the DNA of opposing pitchers?
Roberts is no stranger to stolen bases himself.
That's what makes it special, is that everybody knew he was going to steal.
Roberts is going. Safe.
You know what they say? One great play deserves another. Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Brewers postgame is presented by Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin. A look inside American Family Field as we get set for a laser show on Star Wars night following a 6-0 shutout win for the Pittsburgh Pirates, the second shutout loss of the year for Milwaukee. This is Brewers postgame, might as well call it Skenes postgame. He was as good as advertised tonight, the reigning National League Cy Young winner, delivering an absolute gem. 7 innings pitched, allowing just 1 hit, took a perfect game into that 7th inning, and his bullpen able to lock it up behind him. The final out of the game, William Contreras almost bringing a little laser show late in the 9th inning, but it ends in a 6-0 shutout in favor of Pittsburgh as they take game 1 of this 3-game set over the weekend. As we welcome you back into Nelly's Corner here at the Gruber Law Offices One Call That's All Sports Desk. Stephen Watson, Vinny Rottino here with you. Thanks for sticking around here on Brewers postgame. And Vinny, 29 batters for Milwaukee, 27 outs. Just an unbelievable pitching gem by Pittsburgh, led by the Cy Young winner in Skenes.
You know, I said before the game that maybe Tarek Skubal was the best pitcher on the planet. I mean, maybe after this performance by Paul Skenes, maybe he overtakes Tarek Skubal in that regard. 23 years old, just an absolute menace on the mound for opposing batters. Brewers had no answer for him. The path to victory for this one, Steven, was going to be to play mistake-free baseball, keep it close, and then get Paul Skenes out of the game and maybe come back against the bullpen. The Brewers have done that this year. They just did not play mistake-free baseball. Once it got to a 4-0 lead, you kind of felt all the momentum left the Brewers dugout, left their clubhouse, and then it was all on the Pittsburgh Pirates side. Really had no chance in this one.
The last time the Brewers were 1 hit in a game, you have to go all the way back to June of 2022. So rare air for Milwaukee Brewers and their offense. And we look at our win trust play of the game, and that's going to be Paul Skenes here tonight. 7 innings pitched, 1 hit. Of course, the shutout performance from Skenes, 7 Ks. Vinny, his last 5 starts, his ERA has dipped below 1, 0.95.
He gave up in 2/3 of an inning on opening day against the Mets. He gave up 5 runs, and since then he's given up just 3 runs in 29 1/3 innings pitched. I mean, this guy is unhittable right now. The way that he is commanding the fastball really does set up that split finger pitch. He threw that splitter 93 to 95, and the fastball was consistently 97 to 99. So it's not that far off the fastball and has incredible downward darting action late. once it gets to the plate, once it gets to that cutout. And the Brewers were just kind of guessing pretty much the whole time. And even if you guessed right against Paul Skenes and thought he was going to give you a fastball, he would blow it right by you. It's 99 miles per hour. And again, it's a short arm. It's a short, kind of quick delivery. It sneaks up on hitters. So there's many qualities about this guy and his release characteristics that make him that much more difficult to square up. The Brewers just have no answer for him. I mean, he was as advertised. The Brewers, I know, did get to him the last 2 starts here at American Family Field, but he looked like a man on a mission tonight.
Yeah, he remembered it. I think and Skenes taking a perfect game, 6 2/3, retiring 20 straight batters to begin this game. From the 23-year-old to the #1 prospect in all of baseball who began the scoring here in this game tonight, hitting his first big league home run, Connor Griffin. They've got quite a young core to build around in Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah, as soon as it got to 1-0, you thought, uh-oh, with Skenes on the mound, and Connor Griffin put him up 1-0 in this one. His first major league home run, the top prospect in all of baseball. They locked this guy up for 9 years, $140 million, and he looked like he was a $140 million player tonight with 3 RBIs in the game.
Then Nick Gonzalez with an RBI single makes it 2-0 in the top of the 4th.
His 12th RBI, that was on a first pitch. You could tell that the Pirates were kind of sitting early, and often in the counts after the first time through the order that Brandon Woodruff has thrown a lot of fastballs.
O'Neal Cruz with a little RBI fielder's choice. Interesting decision by Bowers to go home there, Vinny.
He was in between, caught in between, can't do that. The pressure, Paul Skenes on the mound created that situation right there, and then the Spencer Horowitz RBI single up the middle was also a problem. Got it to 4-0 at this point.
Then we move to the top of the 8th. More from Griffin, his first 3 RBI game in the big leagues. This was a 2-run single to make it 6-0.
Both unearned runs as well. Shane Drohan pitched well. Couple of errors in front of that at bat for Connor Griffin. Loaded the bases and he dumps one into right field. And we talked about in the pregame show that the Brewers had to take care of the 7, 8, 9 batters in this game. They were on base either via a walk, a hit, or errors. 7 out of the 9 plate appearances tonight. That was an issue for sure, because again, it just puts that much extra pressure on the pitching staff, knowing that the other guy on the other side of the mound was just going to give up nothing.
Yeah, 4 RBIs from the 7 through 9 hitters for Pittsburgh. Certainly a big storyline in this game. It's not going to be easier for Milwaukee in game 2 as they'll face Mitch Keller on the mound for Pittsburgh. We'll continue to preview that series and preview Pat Murphy, who's coming up next on Brewers post-game following a 6-0 shutout loss against Pittsburgh. The skipper's on deck.
Time for the great mascot race. Ready? Go! And they're off. They're neck and neck. Look at them go. It's a wild crowd. It's the home stretch. It's too close to call. It's the play at the plate. It's TC Bear. Congratulations. You won the great mascot race.
What a play. It's short and a tremendous effort to get Wood. Julio reaches up, jumps backwards, and makes the catch. Diving play by Shaw.
He bare hands and spin throw, and Rogers holds the line at the plate.
Ground ball and a diving stop ball jump and over to first. He got it. Going out Brito, and Brito makes the play. Line caught on the backhand throws. Long throw, and he robbed him. Back over near the stands. Did he make the catch? You bet. Oh, my goodness, he caught it. What a catch. Nico on the dive, gets him, and throws him out. At the wall, he makes the catch for the out. Isbell slips. Oh, he made the catch anyway. Oh, Nico. He stole a hit from Kyle Schwarber.
Oh my goodness gracious, he put that away.
Conforto comes down with it. Neto reaches it, off balance to second. He got him, what a play!
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Now
Chico to the belt. Checks the runners. Belliard trying to hold Ramirez close. And what happened?
A wild pitch. That one goes into the seats. All right, in unison, just a little outside.
Sometimes you come to a baseball game and you see something you've never seen before. I guarantee you will see that again. and again. And again.
Brewers postgame is presented by Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin, by Eagle River, Wisconsin, and by Nissan. Shop NissanUSA.com. 6-0 the final tonight inside American Family Field as the Pirates come to town and blank the Brewers, the first of 3 games over the weekend. As we welcome you back from the group of offices, One Call, That's All Sports Desk, Stephen Watson, Vinny Rottino here with you. Brewers have their 8-game winning streak snapped against Pittsburgh in their head-to-head. Pittsburgh, a very different team this year. We detailed it in Brewers pregame. They've got something to prove. They have new pieces in line. And, of course, they always have Paul Skenes on the mound. It certainly helps.
Well, they were 30th in baseball in runs scored, OPS, every offensive category you can come up with. They were last in baseball, dead last. They were outs up and down the lineup. They scored 3.6 runs per game. This year, almost 5 runs per game. And so now all of a sudden you bring in this great starting pitching staff, and the Pittsburgh Pirates are going to be a problem in the NL Central.
Brandon Woodruff got the ball for Milwaukee here tonight. Vinny goes 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned run. What do you make of Woody's night overall?
So the first 32 pitches were fastballs, 4-seam and 2-seam fastballs, mostly 4-seam. And he really did a good job of getting through the Pittsburgh Pirates through the first part of the order for the first time through the order until that Connor Griffin home run. And then he just kind of, he ran into a little bit of trouble, gave up a couple of base runners in the 3rd and the 4th inning to lead off the innings, and still only gave up 1 earned run in both of those innings. So he did a good job of kind of navigating through some traffic. And again, it's the bottom of the order that was an issue tonight of putting them away. But I thought Brandon Woodruff threw the ball well again. I mean, he's going to continue to give the Brewers innings like that, Stephen. And he pitched well enough to give the Brewers a chance to win. But again, Paul Skenes was on the other side. There was just nothing doing on that side.
Yeah, Brandon Woodruff has given up 4 home runs this year. All 4 have come at American Family Field, but all 4 have been solo home runs. So if you're in that position, that's what you want if you're Brandon Woodruff. Pat Murphy is meeting with the media right now. Let's listen in.
That's the best I've seen from anyone, I think. Screw this up if I can. Yeah, Skenes was outstanding, man. He was on it. He had the top and the bottom. Splitter really, really good, but the command of the heater at the top. He attacked guys just the way they needed to be attacked. It was really good. Now Woody was really, really good. He gave up the homer, but other than that, he easily could have given up nothing. He pitched out of that jam as good as you can. I thought Woody was really, really, really good. And give Drohan credit. That's his 2nd outing in the big leagues, and he threw 4 innings against a really good offensive team. And
When Skenes is throwing the ball like that, what can an offense do?
I was thinking about telling guys just to jump in front of it. You know what I mean? Just try to jump in front of it and get hit. But it's really, really tough.
Start with the fastball.
What's that?
Starts with the fastball.
Well, I mean, he has so many ways of doing it. He throws 4-seam, he throws 2-seam, throws a splitter, he's got a sweeper. He can do other things and manipulate the ball too. But that 98 jumps on you a little bit. It isn't like a softer 98. It gets on you. And his command, I mean, that's what it's about. Top rail. It's tough to get 98 in the top rail consistently the way he did. He was really, really good. In the splitter, obviously the guys can't pick it up. He was on it tonight. He got beat a couple times by us, and he, not necessarily, like I said, we didn't really beat him, but we got runs off him. And, he was on a mission tonight, and you got to tip your hat to him. He was really, really good.
Is there anything that you want some of your younger pitchers here to learn from watching him, or is he just so unique that he's just kind of his own?
Well, I mean, his intent, the delivery's solid, it's repeatable, he holds himself to an extremely high standard. It's obvious, and that goes for every pitch he makes. And his intent was very, very good. It was very clear what his plan was, and he executed it, and that's good.
You had, try to take the optimistic on it going into this 2 days. It's an opportunity.
Yeah.
Now that you're through it and it's tough, what do you take away from it?
Yeah, like we've said forever in baseball, good pitching, great pitching, takes you a long way. And the two guys we faced are really, really, really top notch, and especially when you've got a decimated lineup, the way we got 3 of our top hitters out. You take 3 hitters out of everything and face those guys, you're going to be in tough shape. So proud of our guys still. I mean, again, we didn't quit. We didn't. We were, faced a buzzsaw tonight.
On that offensive front, 1 homer in the last 9. Just how tough is it right now without those guys to produce consistently with the slug?
Yeah, I mean, there's something good going to come out of this. There's something good going to come out of it. We've got players like establishing himself in the big leagues. A kid like Hamilton is establishing, like, I can really help a winning team. We got guys, coming into their own in that way. Mitchell's back healthy and providing a lot for us right now. So there's good in there. I think it's a matter of Lockridge is getting a chance to play all the time. He never has. So he's like a rookie trying to find his way, and done some really good things. Sal is getting his game back to where we all know he can be, especially his last 10 at-bats, whatever, have been really good, a lot of them. So, I mean, I think there's a lot of good things happening. Contreras is swinging the bat very, very good. You all know what Terang is doing. So we've got some good things going on. We just have to hang with it right now and understand what we're going through. And there's nobody feeling sorry for us. We led baseball in wins last year.
All right, that's manager Pat Murphy still to come on Brewers postgame. The Miz gets the ball for Game 2 as the Brewers look to get back on track.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
And if you want a Cy Young, 73, 5, and 6, I've got an extra 5. And then it says, has worked as a TV commentator. And I did start back in 1978. I did the Yankees and the Red Sox playing the 1-game playoff. And ABC said if the Yankees win, Reggie will play, and then you'll go broadcast with Howard Cosell and Keith Jackson. And that's how I started my broadcast. And that's the Bucky Dent home run. So every time I see Bucky Dent, I go, thank you for making me a broadcaster.
Diving play, makes the catch at the wall. He wraps it, lays out, and makes the catch.
How about the green and gold, flashing the leather, McNeil?
Wow, what a play, he got him.
Try and teach that.
He will make a leaping catch. Can anybody get there? Guerrero does.
Comes home, it's there, he is out at the plate.
In comes Soderstrom, headlong dive, and he makes the catch. He is out at the plate.
He leaps and he caught it. Against the wall, and he makes the catch. He loses his hat.
Jackson Merrill did it again. Merrill madness in Anaheim.
On the slide, makes the catch.
Wynn makes the catch.
Knocked down by Carroll's long throw and got him. What a play.
Outfield grass diving stop. Wynn gets up, fires to first for the out. What a play. Diving stop at second from Ozzie Albies.
postgame is presented by Freighter Medical College of Wisconsin. You're looking live inside American Family Field. It's Star Wars night. It's a laser show. Little fireworks happening with the roof now open here in downtown Milwaukee as thousands of fans still on hand to watch the show. And look at our Wisconsin Lottery Powerball home run leaderboard. No long balls for Milwaukee in a couple of games now. Jake Bowers and Gary Sanchez still on top with 5 apiece. Bryce Turang 1 behind with 4, and William Contreras with 2 so far this year. Tomorrow night, it's Brewers and Pirates Game 2. Another great pitching matchup on the mound. It's Mitch Keller for Pittsburgh, a 2-1 record, 2.79 ERA, making his 6th start. He went 7 strong in his last time out for Pittsburgh. Going opposite of The Miz, making his 6th start of the year. Vinny, his last time out, 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. Only 1 was earned. But, man, the strikeouts remain high for The Miz.
Gave up 3 in that first inning, right? And then 3 runs. And then after that, he punched out 9. So I thought it was really impressive. We're kind of watching him mature in front of our eyes. And in that first inning, when he was having some trouble after the error at short, he kind of looked over at who made that error was David Hamilton. He looked at him and said, "It's going to be all right." He kind of like gave him the mannerisms and the hand gestures, like, I got this. So that was impressive by him. He also gave the Brewers a chance to win, but they also ran into a buzzsaw in the name of Yuri Perez, who looked really, really good, who also looked like an ace. So they battled back and forth. Jacob Mizorowski, again, just maturing before our eyes, but we're going to see, and I think this is going to be a kind of a story here for the Pittsburgh Pirates and the teams that are playing the Pittsburgh Pirates, especially the NL Central, that all of a sudden now they do have offense. So their pitchers might start to feel like, I don't have to be perfect anymore. So now all of a sudden we're seeing Mitch Keller, the best version of him so far this season. The Brewers are going to have to contend with his stuff tomorrow.
It will be another tough one for Milwaukee as they look to get back on track. Game 1 goes the way of Paul Skenes and the Pirates. He is perfect through 6 2/3. The first time the Brewers have ever been one hit by the Pittsburgh Pirates. That happened tonight inside American Family Field. We'll see you tomorrow night for Brewers pregame beginning at 5:30 p.m. Let's see if that offense can show up for the crew as they look to get back on track.
Let's stay out in front. Pittsburgh.